everybody. It's your girl Meek, and I'm here with my crew. We got Noop, Cousin Rocky, Rocky G, Key in the house, and Adrian. How y'all doing?
Yeah.
Very good.
I guess we could be better. Where you want to start with the Eagles? I should have put them right now. So we'll start with the Eagles' dreadful loss, 13-7 yesterday.
Absolutely terrible.
Wasn't even
embarrassing.
The Giants didn't even do that much. They didn't even confuse us or anything. It was just
totally should have won that game.
I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts had a bad day.
They went back.
Jalen Hurts had a bad game. What did Jalen Rieger have? Is that his name?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
is it Jalen though?
Oh yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they went back to the Eagles of the previous week. Is what it
there
seemed
you
like.
go.
They did.
Dropping
balls.
Two passes right in his hands.
Yeah.
Right through his hand.
Defense terrible. Yeah, not passing. It's
The defense wasn't terrible though.
They had
13 points.
If they held them right, if they held
only
them to 13
points.
But then you have to ask yourself, is it the defense or just how bad their offense is? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was.
I know how bad our offense was.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
a total of 332 yards, 124 passing, 208 rushing.
Devontae Smith had a little outburst apparently.
Oh, he was pissed.
Yeah,
And
he
rightfully
was
so.
Yeah.
because that last pass supposed to went to him. He was wide open.
Slammed his helmet.
Yeah,
on.
Jalen
staring at one target.
Right. I think
I'm gonna say
him 4 times.
He only had two catches.
Out of 4.
Goddard had 1 catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other deal, man. We ain't talking about this. Without Jordan Howard, this team is pretty much like a high school team, man. You don't have any push. If that had been Jordan Howard in the Meadowlands, I'm telling you, would have won that game. Those red zone attempts would have converted to bigger points, and I think the running game was suspect. We just got guys going to dance and hit the corners, hit the edge. And that's all they can do.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they ran the ball excellent. I mean, they still ran the ball good. It was just
when they were going forward.
They just didn't run enough.
They didn't run it. They didn't have enough power in the run game.
I think what they had, almost 20 yards rushing yesterday, right?
Yeah, but that was a lot of us Jalen Hurts, right?
So Jalen Hurts on
they're running a lot.
He ran for 77.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ran for 77, but Miles, I think, ran for 60, and then somebody else ran for 50.
Boston Scott had a couple of lucky breaks.
He did.
He had a couple of lucky breaks. I mean, that wasn't a good performance. And then
yeah.
I mean, I know we're down on Jalen right now, and he's got his weaknesses, but he almost came back and won us that game despite the bad play.
You should have won the game. Yeah.
Rager, I mean, dog. I mean, he's confirmed a bust. And I'm gonna tell you something. Forget his wide receiving skills. Look at his kick returning skills. The dude has no burst.
Horrible.
No burst. So when a kick returner, if he's supposed to be a speed guy, he's got to be able to make moves, and you can definitely see the burst in a kickoff in a kick return situation. He has none.
Yeah.
He'll do fair catches.
Yeah.
He'll be fair catching it with nobody around him.
Yeah.
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 His
Wasn't
confidence
it
wrong
Rager
with
who
him.
got us in good position right before halftime?
Yeah, with that catch.
That was Rager with the catch, right? So
But the missed catch canceled that out because that catch would have put us either.
That was the game.
At the
It's
guard.
hitting them in the hands. Yeah,
That
clutch
canceled that out.
situation.
but I'm saying he caught one and then he just dropped those two. Oh my God.
But he drops them every week, though. That's the thing.
Right. That's just the one for this week. We're not talking about the previous weeks, which goes to question, what exactly is his skills for them to pick him at number? Was he a number 1 pick or something?
Yup, he was pick number 20.
Wow.
First round pick.
20 the first round.
He was before Jefferson. That's the only thing I know.
Mm-hmm.
He was. He was at
Before
TCU.
Jefferson.
He was a speed guy at TCU. He had some very weak quarterbacks. So people always just say, oh, well, he didn't play with anybody at TCU at quarterback. But, some of that's on him because he had the problem on him at TCU was drops. And so the Eagles were supposed to fix that issue. Ball concentration is not been fixed. And I think he's got some kind of a lingering injury because you can't see
that's Key. I agree. I agree with you, Key. I think he has some lingering injury.
Right.
Because that was his thing too at TCU too, that he wasn't injured. And that was a big thing with Howie, that he wasn't injured. He had some speed. He was a system guy as far as what they needed at the slot, eventually. So that's why he made the move. But however, though, Jefferson's a monster. Even though he's hurt a little bit this year, but I still would have took Jefferson over him, though.
Yeah,
Well, who's our guy?
that's true.
We traded Zach Ertz. Well, who's the guy? Well, Devontae Smith is the guy. He just didn't,
Yeah.
didn't get any.
Yeah.
catches.
And he only get 2
One pass.
catches. That,
And that's why he had the little tantrum on the sideline, like,
I
that.
don't know
Well,
what
he wants the ball.
I don't know if y'all caught it. That one throw, and I think it sailed over the head of somebody. He looked back. Devontae Smith looked back like what? Like he was frustrated the
Yeah.
whole game.
Like, can you put the ball where I can catch it? Yeah.
Well, Jalen ain't looking anywhere but one read right
And
there.
that's another thing that they
He's-
know about him.
He's easily read.
And the defense
And
is like that
they're
because
all
he's
over
like
Oh,
defenses
yeah.
are defenses are picking up on that. Right.
Because
It's too easy.
he's immediately looking at who the pass is going. He don't
Exactly.
look him off. He don't scan the field. He once he get the ball out the hike, he's looking immediately where
Absolutely.
He doesn't have a poker face.
Right.
All
none of that.
fast. He stares his target down, and he doesn't get to the progression 2 and 3 fast. He's just looking at the guy, and it's so easy for a D to read that, man. I mean,
Mhm.
And
And anytime
he doesn't have deep ball. He doesn't have deep ball touch either. If you notice that, the Meadowlands around this time of year, it's a lot of wind in
when
that
that,
stadium.
when that weather starts changing, you're right.
Yeah.
He's not gonna win you games in January unless you got a power running attack. That's the truth.
and so, go ahead, Sneak.
I couldn't get past the short yardage, and we're passing like it's 3rd and 2 or 3rd and inches and
Yeah.
we're passing.
Well, maybe because we lost
Right.
Kelsey too. We lost Kelsey earlier. I
Oh,
don't know.
good point.
Yeah, he came back.
First down.
Touchdown take.
First down. Get a quarterback sneak. Run the ball for a
Listen,
couple inches.
So Aaron, answer this. How can you be on the goal line, right? You had what? 3 yards to the goal line and the ball is on the 3? Why would you go on the shotgun and put yourself on
Exactly.
the 6-yard line or the 7-yard line where all you need to go is 3 yards forward, and then you
And we
want
got some dogs on that
to
O
3
line,
yards to
man.
the left.
We had
or-
No,
Malata, right?
That is surprising they didn't run that ball.
I mean,
Try to run it in there.
And then threw it away.
Would
And
you
then
know
threw it
that
away.
the
Came
pass
away with
Went through
nothing.
interception. Yeah.
Oh.
knowing that your pass
That was 4th down anyway, I think, right? They actually wound up going for it.
No,
Yeah.
that was third. They
That
want
was third
kick
down?
next. They want kick next.
Yeah, it's going to pick next. Yeah, it was 3rd down.
It was
that
third.
It was
Yeah.
the fourth.
Yeah,
and
Jordan
inches
Howard,
before
you got a
halftime.
shot, man. The Giants ain't nothing for Jordan Howard. He would have smashed them dudes. And then when you put Herbig in for an injured Jason Kelsey, how many of those big plays got called back because of Herbig holding?
The touchdown.
A touchdown got called
Yeah.
back, right?
That was huge.
They were like, Kelsey,
That-
you
Yeah, Herbig.
gotta get back in
holding
there.
dudes.
Mhm.
Deliberately. Now, usually holding calls are some
Oh,
BS. Yeah, but this dude was like clotheslining dudes
Yeah.
from behind. Like, what you doing?
reaching back
Yeah.
to hold him. The one guy,
Right.
the one joint
What
that
you
got back,
doing?
he turned reached back to grab him.
Yeah, man. And you know what? These are the divisional games. So as bad as the Giants are, I knew this was going to be a tough win because you cannot count your blessings like when it comes to these divisional games. You know, like I don't care if the Redskins.
None of them games are going to be blowouts. None of them.
None of them. They're always gonna
every
kill us.
opponent.
It
They
goes
gonna be
back to
close.
what you
They
said,
come
Keith.
down to the end.
The ones we expected to win,
Always.
the ones that we end up losing. And
Yeah.
the ones where you be like, oh, they're going to get blocked there, and they end up pulling that out.
So what you
Yeah,
said,
and it's the teams that know us the most. They know us best. They play us twice a year, every year. They know us.
I already know.
so we're in for
But
the
that's what they were saying about the Giants, though. They were saying we didn't know the Giants because it is a new offensive coach because they fired Garrett, right? So they were like, we didn't know these
Their
plays.
offense
These are
didn't do anything.
they're calling new plays that we had never seen before. Nobody had seen before because
But look, to all fairness, it's Freddie Kitchens, guys. I mean, he was the head coach of the 1-16 Browns. Like he's a chump, man. Like he's a chump.
I mean, they didn't do much. They only scored 13 points, but still,
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
again, I bring it back to our coaching. We looking at who they
it was
have,
us.
what their weakness is. You got to remember, we still lost. And then,
Right.
with that being said, with what got them there, they didn't do. Their first,
In the first half. Yeah, the first half.
even their first half, but
shut out.
their first 11 plays or something is passes instead of running what got you to where you are.
Yeah.
But when they
That's-
did run it, they read it every time because they studied their film, right? They knew we were going to favor
That
the
fake
run.
handoff.
But you
I
can't
mean,
run those plays with Miles Sanders and Boston Scott like that. You have nothing up the middle. You had no under center formation. Like they killed us.
Getting
I mean, we were
hammered.
predictable. We were so predictable. And then when Jalen is QB sneaking it, you could predict those too.
and he hurt.
Let's
He's
see.
sore. He's messed up. He took a big hit. He took a couple big hits.
Right. And that's the
I'm not
thing
ready to
about
replace
running.
him though.
You're not
You know,
ready,
running
but who said that?
I'm not ready to replace him though. I think you can still develop Jalen on the cheap. But I mean, if Deshaun Watson is in the picture, okay, I mean that's a no-brainer, you know. That's a no-brainer if I get. But we got to remember this, y'all. Chemistry was really what wins games, right? And I know Deshaun is immensely talented, more so than Jalen. But if we stick with Jalen and cultivate him, teach him how to read defense, teach him how to look off receivers, that kind of thing. I think he can do it. But you got to work in a West Coast offense for him.
I don't
Because
think
he
that's
doesn't have a
something
deep
you
ball.
develop. I don't think you develop that in the NFL. Like, that's something that
You
has
got to
to
do that
be
in
college.
early in your
Yeah, it's hard to teach because they don't have time to teach you that, right? They can't spend years or
That's
seasons teaching somebody how to read a defense.
Well, look, Andy
because-
Reid did it with Michael Vick when he came here. I mean, because Michael Vick was essentially
Vic-
one read and run.
Vic was seasoned by then,
Yeah.
though, right? Vic had played in Atlanta. Was that the only
He
team
was
he was at
one
by then?
read.
Atlanta Eagles was
Yeah,
the
he's
second team,
Atlanta.
but he was seasoned by then, you know, and ready to probably move to another step.
Just super athletic too.
I know Jalen looks like he doesn't have
And
it.
plus, he can throw. And Vic could
He got the
throw.
deep ball. Yeah, he got the deep ball. That's the difference.
Jalen,
Right.
But I
He
think you
can-
questionable.
can make Jalen Hurts into like a Jeff Garcia with some legs, I think.
Yeah.
You know, Jeff Garcia did not have a deep ball, but he had moxie. He had leadership skills. He could manage
Right.
the game. He could run the West Coast offense.
Yeah,
and I
and
think
that's
you can do that with Jalen.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think the one thing Jalen's gonna have to understand, and most quarterbacks understand, you ain't gonna make a good living running in this league. You're
Right.
gonna get banged up, you know. So
Yeah.
and they make you free game when you start running. They're not as lenient on them hits. They let guys really tee off on you. If you leave that pocket, they let guys get a lot more aggressive on you, hitting you. So that's why a lot of quarterbacks stay in that pocket because it's really less dangerous for them. When you start leaving that pocket, you're gonna get banged up. And like now, I think he has a sore ankle, and that's gonna be that way for the rest of the season now. And they're gonna pound on it and grab on it and all that good stuff. So that's just something he's gonna have to live with, deal with.
they hit him.
Yeah.
Are we all
Might
good?
have to get a wide receiver in one of these 3 picks in the draft, y'all.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go all defense in the first round, but I've been looking at Chris Olave from Ohio State,
Yep.
and
Me too.
I think he'd be a good complimentary piece to my man Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
And this linebacker from Auburn, I think his name is McKinney. He's a beast. And then
They not gonna do that.
and then Dean from Georgia, another linebacker. I know.
Dean,
We don't draft linebackers.
Linebackers, we ain't doing that.
Well, then now probably with these young guys they just threw in there, they may not think about drafting linebackers, right? Because they just put the 2 young guys in there, right? Edwards was name Edwards and somebody else, or
Parsons.
When is the draft?
Yeah.
When's the NFL draft?
April 28th. April
Yeah.
28th.
We got ways to go.
What's up? Y'all want to go? It's in Vegas. What's up?
Sure.
oh man, it's in Vegas.
What's
Lord.
up,
Go.
Oh,
We'll be there. We'll have
What's
our,
up?
You
our
can-
shirts
You
on.
can go live in Vegas. All right.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Is the show Foot in the Bill? Is the show sponsor?
Moving on to the Sixers.
We'll have a fundraiser.
A GoFundMe.
Go fuck me.
You go out on the highway and fix a Mike tire at home.
And we're gonna be like Axel Foley. So can you look for Meek's bottom line?
hey, Key, we got
Let's try Meek's bottom line. Okay, let's try Tamika.
They're gonna throw me out the window like Axel Foley.
All right. Enough jokes, okay?
No, I'm dating myself for that one. I'm dating myself.
We all have. Trust me.
Yeah.
Are we all good with the Eagles in the Jets next week? Because I mean,
Yeah.
if we
this
lose that
point-
Hey
game,
man, look,
That's almost impossible. isn't
we're
it?
not talking about it. We're gonna act like the Sixers. We're gonna treat the Sixers like Ben Simmons. We're not gonna talk about them.
Be the Sixers.
They broke my heart the day
gonna-
before they broke my heart, man. I was
they played a
like,
good game, but
If
they,
we lose to the Jets next week, we're not gonna talk about it. That's what I'm saying.
That's the Eagles. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
could.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know
at
we
this
could.
point, they are who we thought they were.
yeah, look,
Yeah, that's true. That is
That's
very
hard to lose to them
That's-
dudes, man.
And that's the bottom line for the Eagles. So let's move on to our Sixers.
They're playing now, right?
Yeah, they're on there.
Yeah.
They were- they
Orlando.
were-
Listen, that was a tough
I hate to see them
loss.
do that tough
It hurt,
Double
overtime.
overtime.
But it was
Oh,
double
poor
overtime.
Maxie
You know?
knew he made a mistake.
Well, Embiid was back. That was good.
And he looked good too.
Yeah.
42 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For his first game back of being sick, he
Myers is back.
Here's
Well, he
my
better.
problem.
He,
He
while he was sick, he should have learned how to throw the ball out of a double team. My God.
yeah.
They're horrible. Yeah. No one comes to the ball. Kevin and I
That's
were
what I
talking
said. It
about
seemed
that.
like nobody comes.
And did-
They just leave him in the corner. Seth
No.
Curry, for me, and I said it last week, he really needs to step against the Warriors. Seth had 24, Steph had 25. Any
Yeah.
other games, Seth is scoring like 15. Like Seth can easily score 20 plus points. They need our starters.
He can get buckets.
At least most of our starters to score in their 20s or high teens.
Well, you saw he was wide open on that last play in the Minnesota
he
game.
passes
You
the
saw that
ball all the time. He is not shooting the ball.
That's
as
so
often as he should.
unfair.
But it's
Yeah,
so true.
Embiid
It's
was
so,
sitting there with
watch him.
three.
Watch him. I can see that he's commanding the floor and everything, but he needs to take more shots.
Do you think any of it is unselfish? I mean, because he gets the points, but now we have Tobias is back.
Tobias
Maxie is hot. Niang, whatever I still know the boy's name.
Niang,
You know,
but
is he
Niang
just
started
sharing the ball?
Niang started hot, but he's not that hot right now
But-
because he's
Well,
not
no,
even
nobody's gonna
double
stay hot.
figures. He's not even scoring double figures. So not Niang, not Shake.
But I'm just
Tobias didn't.
are we pulling stats from one game?
That's from.
He's a shooter. He's a
because
shooting
they're
guard.
all
He's
back.
supposed to
But I'm
shoot.
talking about from the double
Right.
time where Joel had to score 42 points. Harris had 17, Maxey had 15, Curry had 14, and Korkmaz had 7.
But if you look at the last play, right, where they inbound the ball and then Joel
and we still could
gets
have won.
it, and he's freezing up on the corner. Joel's just trying to force a shot, which was stupid. He's got Seth Curry calling for the ball behind the 3-point line, right next to him. I don't know how he couldn't get the ball to him in that amount of time.
Yeah.
And Joel's got to work. He can't hold the ball that long because he's got sloppy hands.
Right.
And he's so tall, a shorter person just slap it out his hand.
And
They
Steph
was
is a
liable to
killer.
charge
Steph is
him.
a killer. He's
No.
clutch. He'll hit that shot.
He needs help.
He's going to hit that shot.
He can't score.
Who needs help?
Joel Embiid needs help.
You know
Yeah.
what? And I think we're afraid to admit this, but we are a better team with Ben Simmons out there, man. I hate to say that.
Hey.
I hate
I
to
think
say
that's-
that.
That's a true statement. That's a true statement.
He's by himself. He on an island.
But we haven't shown that in the playoffs.
Oh, you gave my husband an asthma attack.
Did you
Hey,
say?
but yo, was he outside? He was warming up, wasn't he?
Huh?
Who?
Y'all see
Yeah.
that?
At St.
He
Joe's.
warmed up and then he left before the game
Yeah,
started.
it was cold outside, so he went inside to get warmed up. He damn sure ain't going there to train.
He was,
He wasn't
though.
gonna play.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
out there
was.
playing a game with 21. I mean, I was like, damn.
And
Yeah,
the-
Rock, you didn't know that? He came to the game
No.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait,
let's see.
Wait, Saturday or tonight?
Saturday.
Game. Yeah, into the game.
I was out of town, so I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't see him either. I just heard about it.
Oh,
Well, it was a good game. I must
It
say,
was a good game.
it was a heck of a game. It was
It's
just
a shame we
disappointing to
didn't
see him
win.
lose in double overtime, especially when they pulled off the old make one, miss the next one, and then he tipped
did
it
he
right
tip
in
it?
and did it in the
Oh,
double
man.
overtime.
I'm tip in.
That
was
great.
just telling
Yeah.
how you pull that off, and damn if he ain't do it.
Mhm.
But only
And
way.
they had 2 guys fouled out, and we still lost.
Yep,
Yep.
I said that too.
Yep.
Now the
Dang.
one was lighting us up. What's his name? DeAndre.
Oh, D'Angelo.
Yeah.
D'Angelo. Oh
Russell,
yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Russell.
he's a
He
beast.
was
D'Angelo
lighting us
Russell.
up,
He
y'all.
lit us up when he was at
He
Brooklyn.
was lighting us up. It
Yeah.
was like
That
they
one
couldn't
did.
do
Real
nothing to him.
easy. Yeah, but we hung in
Oh,
there.
yeah, he's good.
Played good too. He had like 34, 35.
Yeah.
Who,
Yeah,
Cat?
yeah, right.
Yeah, Cat. Yeah, Cat was hooping too.
And I mean,
Oh,
I-
yeah, Towns.
We might have to see what's up with that bid for D'Angelo. See if they be willing to do that deal still. You know.
I'll take D'Angelo.
I tell you,
I'll
I'll
take
take
it.
anybody for that beat.
I'll take Brown Sugar D'Angelo for Ben Simmons at this
I'll
point.
take anybody for the ball.
Wait, were we talking about Jaylen Brown? 'Cause I like
I'll never do no deal with no Celtics.
Well,
I
we
don't care.
should. You haven't.
You don't
I
ever
think
do no
so.
deal with them.
Well, we
I'll-
should in tonight's game. Orlando is 4-17.
last year.
Wow.
Say it again.
I said the Cowboys did a deal with the Eagles last year, and who knows? We might do a deal with Boston.
Yeah,
Mm.
about that.
We
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
We
yeah.
gave Al Horford back.
Your boy Micah Parsons about to get Defensive Player of the Year. I mean,
He's nasty. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
he's tight. He is tight.
He is nasty.
is
He's
tight.
a game changer. He shows signs of Lawrence Taylor. He is nasty.
Oh, y'all
He's
looking-
fast. He's strong. He's smart.
You
He's
trying to
Just
solid.
put him anywhere on the field. He is nasty.
Who does he
Field
play
or
for?
court? The court
Huh?
or the field?
No, this is about football. Who does he play for?
Back to football.
Dallas, Michael Parsons.
I
Played for Dallas.
don't know anybody on Dallas.
Yes, you do. You know a lot of them.
They got this little boy that like to wear he like to wear midriff. I know they got that guy on here.
Don't talk about my boy Zeke.
He like to wear belly shirts. I thought he was a private dancer.
He might be. You never know.
A dancer for money.
You
You
never
don't know
know.
you don't know what they do after them games.
True.
I know one thing. They better cut them penalties out, man. They get too
Man,
many penalties.
we were so close.
Oh,
Dallas
dear.
loses and we go and get that
Oh
game
my
away.
goodness! I said, boy, this is gonna go down to
calling a
the
20-second
17.
timeout.
Oh, Kevin's calling.
I'm calling a 20-second timeout. How we get from Eagles to Sixers to Dallas?
Somebody mentioned
We
Michael
did-
Parsons.
We didn't even recognize.
I won't stand for it. I won't stand for
That's my
either,
fault.
and I won't stand for Dallas.
I can't have Kevin walk off. I mean, sorry.
But wait a minute. But
That's
wait a
my
minute.
fault. Don't do that. Yeah.
Wait a minute. You get the Dallas fan the hoodie.
Special delivery
that
too.
was
That's called buying your enemy and keeping your enemy close. We're gonna expose that. We're gonna say it now. But okay, since you needed to know, now you know.
He got some itchy stuff in that hoodie.
Little
Sorry,
stuff.
man. Hey, man, right there.
Got some itchy powder.
Hoodie fresh too. It's fresh out the box.
Tell you, it's brand new, man.
One wash and it'll be like a
Look.
extra small.
He obviously didn't read the note that was in the pocket that said, "Do not wear in front of everybody until they get there."
No,
Right.
That girl later.
It's going self-destruct.
Oh,
30 minutes.
Oh, wait a minute. And I
I
saw
need
the
to like
touch.
my
I
boy
like
from
the
Philly
touch. I
Trenches.
ain't
He
even-
like standing up with his shit.
Oh my God, he got a Dallas star.
You knew you had to
See
star.
that?
I just
Oh
man,
my
stop
God.
Come on, we had to be fair.
Yeah.
I thought about it and I said, it's good to have a little controversy on the show. Come on. We're trying to get somewhere.
I need a sweatshirt now.
How you know it's not already coming? Don't ruin it.
Okay, Tamika, send me a sweatshirt, please. Thank you.
All right, the Sixers versus Magic, they're on. We are 10-10. Orlando is 4-17. So
Damn, I didn't know
dare
we
I
was just at
say
500.
that we should win?
What's the score? Oh, I thought you had the score.
No, I
They
don't
about
have-
like
my phone
11
is
or
back
12.
down here.
Oh, it's 11 to 12. Okay.
Yeah, it just started. We good.
Okay. All right. And
Oh, it's
just as-
halftime. They up by 11.
Oh, we up by 11. Oh, wow. It's
Yeah.
halftime already? What time the game start?
Probably 6 if we can.
And let's
That don't
see.
mean
who's
nothing.
going.
no, they're here. Yeah, they're here though. Usually don't start till like
Tobias is leading with 13. Curry has 14. Danny
Oh,
Green.
Curry got
10.
14 already.
Yeah,
JoJo
exactly.
got 6.
He needs to end the night with 24 or 25 points.
Maxie has
Danny Green,
5.
we need to be
Oh.
trying to see where we can get him a.
She is like, crack the whip.
I'm just saying, Jamal looked like he was about to pass out the other night. He needs
We
help.
But he ain't played. She ought to be passing out.
agency this
42
year.
Wow,
points
Curry's
is a lot
6
in
for
double overtime. All right.
What's Luca got? What's Luca got?
Who?
Rockets.
Luca.
We playing the Mavericks or the Magic?
Magic.
Magic.
Oh, Magic. Oh, okay.
Orlando.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should win
that's
that.
Gary say. I ain't got nobody.
They're 4-17. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. I'm just saying. All right, and the Flyers are on a 6-game losing streak.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
they-
it.
I
They
heard
don't
that
even
today
talk
on the
about it.
radio. I said, man.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
about the Phillies not getting nobody in free agency right now? It's ridiculous.
Ah,
Well,
They holding
Yeah.
on to that money for some
Yeah,
reason.
that's a hot topic with Philly sports. The Phillies have not signed a big free agent as of yet with all the meetings going on. So after you have your MVP, have the kind of year he had. So
It's 'cause
that's a
they
hot
got
topic for the Philadelphia
They
Phillies.
should definitely be looking for a pitcher.
Yeah,
Manager.
yeah.
Boy, that
Or-
dude them calls, they be. I don't even
But
talk about it.
I think they're gonna get Girardi a few
Spring.
more years.
but who's gonna help?
For some more time.
Flyers is on the losing streak.
Who's gonna help this?
Harper?
Yeah.
they've been current. They've been current ever since they got rid of my boy Wayne Simmons.
Wayne
That was
Simmons.
2 years ago.
Yeah, it's been current ever
Oh, the
since.
Flyers you're talking about?
Yeah.
Like,
The only black player?
That may have been
Yeah.
3 years ago, Keith.
Yeah, it was a while
Yeah, I know
ago.
that was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's more than
Wayne
2.
is-
And
Wayne
they had
Simmons
another
is in
one
the
since
Alps
then. The
somewhere.
big bouncer dude was walking.
He fishing. He fishing.
He's
Wayne
fishing.
getting me.
He's
We
good.
lost.
Should've never
our
got
last-
rid of my
we
man
lost our
Wayne,
last
man.
6 games, 5 or 6 games. The Flyers.
6 games. That's what I said. 6
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
And then on a boxing note, Fulton from Philly. What was his first name? Fulton beat Figueroa.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Cool stuff.
Yeah, Steph, right.
Right. And
Cool
I didn't
stuff.
even know he was from Philly. I didn't, you know, I didn't know.
Unified champion.
yes,
Who
he
is
got
that?
Cool stuff.
Yeah,
Fulton.
Steph Fulton, Philly
Oh, Steph.
fighter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're in that lower weight class where you don't get, you know, they don't get too much airtime. But
What, a flyweight or something? Flyweight or
Man,
bantamweight, what is like
Bantamweight.
20 is 112.
125.
It was good. They was light.
They
I don't know
were
what.
little.
Yeah, 120 something.
well, I think
And,
he's unified. He got all the belts. Yeah.
And I wasn't really up on that fight because I was watching, to me, the more interesting fight,
Teofimo.
Teofimo Lopez
Yeah.
and
How
Cambodia.
did that fight go, New?
How did it go? It was
I
a
seen he
good
got
fight.
knocked down.
Yeah, he
Teofimo
got
lost.
knocked down in the first round. He lost all his belts to the bull at the talking, and it was a no rematch clause.
oh.
But I think that's good because Teofimo, or I'm gonna just call him Lopez, his head got real big when he had all them belts because he just kept sitting back thinking he gonna call all the shots, you know, baiting people to fight. Then no, I ain't fighting you. Even the fight that just took place was put off for like 3 different dates because not this week. I mean, you know, not this month. And to the point where Triller just washed the fight, took the loss, and then and then the Zone picked the fight up. And that's how it ended up taking place. But it was a good fight. Very
Wow,
close.
Lopez got all his belts taken.
All his belts.
Mhm,
took.
all of them.
Oh wow.
Wow.
The
Yeah.
boy that beat Lemonchenko lost all his belts to Kambosa.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a
Boy,
good fight.
Yeah.
But that
Ooh,
just
wow.
opens the door for more interesting fights. Now you got Devin Haney and all them guys, you know.
Does boxing come on every week?
Well,
It has been.
just
There
about
has
There's probably a fight on every weekend.
different networks, you know, might be on ESPN,
That's-
might be on
The
The
Zone.
Zone, might be on Showtime.
Mm,
But
And you know, they
I'll
don't
have to
start
look
till
that
late.
up.
in fact,
They don't start till
That's the
like
problem. They start late.
Oh yeah, I'm asleep at 6:30.
Tank is coming up December the 4th. I believe it's December the 4th.
Oh, isn't that
That's this
somebody's
weekend.
birthday?
That's this weekend. Who is that?
Tank is fighting
Jay-Z.
Cruz.
Yeah, Tank's fighting this
It's
weekend.
Jay-Z's birthday.
Oh, this is
It
Saturday.
went
That's
from
Saturday.
Rolly Romero,
Yeah.
who got canceled out because he had some alleged incidents take place, and then they replaced him with Cruz. So we'll see.
Is it
Oh,
somebody
that's
else's
this
birthday?
Saturday. I'm gonna try to stay
God.
outside.
I could be wrong.
Oh. Right, whose birthday? Anybody birthday? Hold your hand up.
Is it a sports?
December?
Nobody.
It's
has
in
a-
December.
Mine
Oh,
ain't until
no.
mid-December.
Family, not none of us.
It's
Yeah.
not. When's your husband's birthday?
That's
The
not
16th?
now.
It's December. She said it's December, right?
Oh, I thought you meant this week. No, he's got a couple weeks
Listen,
left. We
Don't
gonna-
rush me to get old.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. Come on.
I ain't in a hurry.
His back is hurting. Sorry.
Anyway, that's not even sports related. Can we?
I
get back
know.
to the
Yes.
fight?
Okay. So that's boxing. I think we covered everything. So next week we have the Jets and the Sixers are back
We
at
ain't gonna talk
home.
about when I won the championship on the basketball team and all that. That's old.
Yeah, I don't even remember it.
yes.
Remember Thursday?
He
Oh,
brings
yes,
it.
you do.
He brings it up all the time like it was yesterday.
Thursday is the Cowboys in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh, that should be a good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they gonna Cowboys gonna win that.
I'm
No, they
thinking-
gonna have I think Taysom Hill or Tyson Hill, whatever his name is, he's quarterback.
Oh, y'all gonna win. That New Orleans offense is depleted, man.
What
Y'all
about
got
I don't know, man.
That
I'm
was-
losing.
Ow.
I'm losing a little faith in the boys. They can't seem to keep it together with all the penalties. They'll keep anybody in the game with all the penalties.
Right.
Well, as long as the ref keeps calling them, we're gonna keep giving them.
They keep it like the
That's
Michigan
right. He did it. Dirty Dallas. Look, last week, Coach Sirianni was calling us nasty. And then on the radio, they were like, yeah, we look nasty. All right. Nasty.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
We are
this
nasty.
has to be his last year. Has to be his last year.
No,
Who, Sirianni?
they're gonna
Nah,
win
they
His
keep
first
it up.
year.
years. They're not gonna do it.
They ain't firing that boy, man.
Well, then we'll see what he gets us.
He gonna get the best out of 3 years, and they're gonna reevaluate him on 3 years.
Yeah, I would think
That
something, at
sounds
least
about
that
right.
much, because it's hard to run them out after the first year.
Have they ever got rid of anybody in a year? Ray Rose, they kept longer than that, didn't they?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Rose was here about 2 or 3 years. 3 years, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, no,
At
it's
least,
no
at
one
least
and
the
done.
contract.
Chip
and
Kelly, how
a lot
long we
of times
kept
they
him
don't
3
wanna-
years? He just
They
I've
don't
never
want to
seen
pay
anybody-
somebody
Ah.
for free because they'll be paying two coaches.
Chip Kelly was here for about 4 years, wasn't he?
He was the biggest fraud.
He was horrible.
He was
Yeah, he-
sabotage.
He dismantled that
Yeah,
team.
he's,
But
But I will say
He
this:
got rid of Shady.
and
got
Deshaun.
paid.
And
That's
Deshaun.
right.
And
Yeah.
kept
the
Bradley
whole
Cooper.
crew.
Hey,
Deshaun was going strong.
Deshaun looked good the other day.
Oh, he was killed. I didn't even know that was him running around like that.
Did he score that first touchdown on
Yeah.
Dallas?
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
saw
had no idea that was
I was like,
Deshaun
look at
Jackson.
Deshaun, happy. Damn it.
He had 102 yards, 102
You're out.
yards.
Do
receiving.
that dash
Now,
on.
even though Carson Wentz lost and the Colts lost,
Thank goodness.
one of them
but they
names.
almost didn't against Tom
Well,
Brady.
almost don't count. We almost won too.
Well, you want them to win, I think, right? You want them to win, and he.
I just want him to play. I don't care.
We
if
just
they
want him
win.
to play.
Right. I don't care if that.
If he loses, that's good for us, but he's got to keep playing. As long as they don't bench,
Oh,
Right, I just
losing
want
is
him
better. Oh, okay.
He's
Losing-
well,
because we got to
It
play.
don't matter if he
70%
win.
of
He
the
just
snap.
needs to play. What is it?
Okay.
70.
Well, I mean, he has 70 now. He just got to make it to the playoffs. If he gets 75 without getting to the playoffs, we still get him.
Wait a minute. I thought it was 70% regular season.
It's 70.
Yeah,
it's
that's-
70% in. I thought it was 70% in
That's it.
playoffs.
That's it.
75 straight.
It was 70% or he makes the playoffs.
Oh.
Under 70% if they make the playoffs.
Okay,
So
I
if he plays
I-
70% during the regular season, it's a first round pick. That's a first round pick.
Right. That's what they say.
thought it was 70 in playoffs and or 75% period.
Yeah, right now we just got to root for the Dolphins and the Colts to lose.
Okay. All right. Well,
I could do that.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
right? How about you, Adrian?
Let's start now. Losers.
Lose.
Have the Dolphins won?
They won yesterday.
Anyone?
They won
Yeah.
against the Jets. They beat Cam Newton, didn't they?
Ah,
Yeah, they beat Carolina.
Oh, they
oh,
Yo, I heard they
Cam.
benched the boy. They
Yeah,
benched
Cam?
him.
They benched
he was
Cam.
5 for 21. It was terrible.
Hey,
Oh,
Benched him,
I
man.
Cam.
Talk too much. That's his problem. He
Cam,
talk too
Cam.
much, man.
Yeah.
No,
He was
was terrible.
excited.
he was, and now he might.
Talks way too much, man. You just got there, dog. I know you used to own the city, but come on, man. Humble
back.
yourself right now. Yeah, get
I'm
out of
back.
here.
Well,
Ready.
but you know they got a
No,
way of letting him know,
He's-
and they said, "Have a seat, young man." Right
He's
there.
truly back.
Say it
Yeah,
again, Rocky.
I said he's truly back the way he
Right.
was on the
Yeah,
bench.
sitting there
Right.
on the
cereal
bench.
on the Sunday. Oh man, oh
Cousin
man.
Rocky, what were you saying?
In the countdown.
doesn't Cam have that show, Sip and Smoke or something like that?
Does he
Yep.
still have it?
Yeah, does he
Mhm.
still have that?
I don't know.
He should have
Oh,
bigger
yeah.
fish to fry.
Yeah,
Anybody watching this show?
Bigger fish to fry.
You be out there at the press. He always worried about what he gonna wear at the press conference, coming out looking like Jimmy
Mm.
Cricket.
He already at the end of the game.
Whatever it is, it's usually too small.
Like
You see that outfit
what is it called? Sipping-
Kuzma had on last week or something?
Kuzma
What y'all say?
Yeah, he had something on
That
that
pink-
was
that
in LA?
ridiculous.
sweater.
No, well, he plays for the Wizards now.
Oh, here the Wizards. Oh,
Mm,
He had something on. I was like, man, oh man, what are these guys doing?
not every-
Kyle,
It was like super long, like the sleeves was super long.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
one ball.
looking
Yeah,
like
the one
Mr.
book.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, he
from
looking like
there.
I blame Westbrook. They stopped him.
Yeah, I don't want to get cut off. We are in
All right.
the last 50 seconds. Thanks, crew. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we look forward to next week's game against the Jets, and hopefully you'll have a better outcome.
Yeah, and the Dallas loss.
And
The top off our Eagles.
and that'll be our bottom line.
I
Thank
can't
you.
say nothing right now. Win again.
Good luck. Good
Good
luck.
night.
Not. See y'all later.
To the star.
Thank you.
Wait.